just. Thank you. All right now. All right. Thank you, Sue. Chain was good. I can't see y'all. That's it. You doing?
You on the inspirational treasure page?
Oh no, I'm live. Oh, I'm not on anything. I ain't even put out the thing. I might have to have my computer open still. Hey, we just live. We live on YouTube. Oh yeah, on Facebook. We live on the Inspirational Treasure page on Facebook, live on Inspirational Treasure page on YouTube, and the Walkabration page on YouTube. Hey, come on in the room. You come over here to these comments. Hopefully I'll be able to see comments. Blessings upon blessings. Put the link. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Blessings, Taisha. Blessings, Destiny. Hey, y'all. Hey. So next time we do something like this, we're gonna have our VIP room over there on Zoom. Hey, Cortina. And thank you. Blessings. Come on in. So we're going to sit for a second. I'm going to chat, and then we're going to stand up at some point. It's going to be a part of the way we affirm. I believe that as the Spirit of God moves, I'll probably just come on randomly to do our in-house love walks while we chat. And then when we get ready to go live and we're out there for the free world to see, we'll have a way. A butterfly, colors, a chakra stone. I think it's the moon and the sun and some other things on here. God is all. Ooh, I want to go ahead and say thank you for those of y'all who are streaming in. Go ahead and just share this a few times with a few people, because I haven't. I have not shared with anybody. Here's what I believe at this point. I probably have been promoting for I don't even know how many years, just promoting videos and sending invitations for people to join us if they want to join in with the chat. And so I just believe that you don't have to beg for those who are meant to be in your world to be in your world, right? Sometimes we may feel like, I'm trying to find my way. So you may not know you belong in a world at a time. And until you are ready to come into that world for yourself, it should not be forced upon you. So welcome to those of you who are here and present. Those of you who are not afraid to share me with the world, go ahead and do so. That may be a pretty scary step, especially if we're super interconnected. But if you love me, you want me to thrive and get this message out there, right? So I encourage you to go ahead and share with as many people as you can. And if you know my family members and friends, go on and tag them too, all right? I didn't tag them either. So let's go ahead and get in here. We're going to chat for a few minutes. I want to tell you why we're here, and then go ahead and make your little space in your living room or wherever you are. Don't cheat the system now. We hit a walk. We hit a love walk. So we're going to actually get into some walking, and I'm going to explain that part to you as well. But welcome to you. Let's go ahead. If you are here for the first time, you don't even know me, somebody invited you, and I'm so random, and you just so happen to feel a pull towards this video, that's because you're meant to be here in the moment. Thank you for joining us. You go ahead and share too. All right. Plug my phone up and we can get into it. And I got to put my car max on. Have a one of these. Thank you. Oops. If y'all see me reach over here every now and again, that's because my phone's slipping and I'm trying to get it back. Hi, Falon. Many blessings. It might try to slip a little bit. So if y'all see me, because it won't let me turn it sideways. Nope, because let's go back. Y'all sideways. I came in this thing sideways. Get turned, get lit sideways. Hey, this looking at me sideways. 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 Nah, y'all can't look at me sideways. I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Go figure out how to make it work. Nah, it's gonna slip. Nadia, you bring me a tripod so I can try. See if I can get a better grip. It's over by the bag. Oh, I already had a water. Where are you? Remind me. I had a water right here. Hey, y'all. Untag folks. I gotta think. What's the artist's name? Because I want to give him credit. I'm vibing to his song right now. I think it's is it KB? It's something. It's a Christian hip hop artist. Sideways. If RJ was on here, he might be able to remind me of who it is. I gotta find it. I gotta be able to. It's got to grip a little bit better because the phone keeps slipping out. It's okay. Because I can't turn it sideways. All right, y'all keep inviting. Thank you, Taisha, for tagging and all that good, great stuff. Thank you for sharing. Those of y'all who have already shared, thank y'all very much. All right, let's see if we can do this without me cutting off my video. Hey, Amber May, what it do? It is KBC. I'm on it. I'm an eclectic. I like all type of genres. So we're gonna talk. Hey, Evelyn, I didn't even see you, sis. Hey, happy birthday, Lala. I love you back. I love you back. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and get this all the way. Nope, I ain't. And some of y'all ain't ready for that. All the way. Time. What you know about that? Who's saying that? All the way. All the way turned up. All right. So let's get into it for a few minutes. I'm gonna take my glasses off. I know it already may seem like you can't really fully see me, and I definitely can't see you. I might be able to read some of these comments. All right, I'm gonna look. We are live. Where we at? On Facebook, Inspirational Treasure page, and YouTube on both pages. Let's see them numbers going up. Y'all come on, let's do it. Let's do it. This is not a promotion, but Carmax. Yes. Somebody go. We're gonna go ahead and nope. I ain't even gonna say it out loud. I'm about to give away an invention. A combination. You know, I like mixing stuff up, right? So I like lip glosses and stuff like that. That's Fat Joe and Remy Ma all the way. Destiny. See, they better learn them something about the Saints. They eclectic. Yeah, come on in the room. Yeah. So today we are here. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and keep getting those numbers up. But we're here for a love walkabration. All right, we are celebrating today. We're celebrating liberty, the liberty to love, the liberty to be loved, and all those different things. We're going to talk about these things. If you are not already subscribed on our Love Walk Outreach Global TV page, then please go to Love Walk Outreach Global on YouTube. Subscribe so that you can tune in for Sunday mornings when we are on our podcast, where we are talking about the Love Walk approach. And so this is a season of coming into your own, coming into the place where you really are living by faith and not by sight. right? You really are living by faith and not by force, where you are experiencing the very thing that you've been trying to capture, right? Christ Joshua said he came to set the captives free. So obviously his disciples would be there to learn and to learn to grow and to learn how to help set others free. To bear the burdens of one another is to fulfill the law of Christ, right? And so if we are to let this mind be in us, which was also in Christ Joshua, then we have to not just be, right, readers of the word, but doers of a thing. And so I want to talk a little bit right now about what many people are going to think who have known me my entire life. So we're going to go ahead and get some stuff out of the way so that everybody feels free to either be here or not be present when we are doing love walks or when I'm live or any of those things. Just because you know me my whole life, or just because you've known me for a certain amount of time and I've served in some way in your life, it doesn't mean that you have to be here in this season of that, right? That doesn't mean I don't want you here. It just means that you have to get to the place where you understand when it is time to shift and elevate to a different place in your life. There was, and the name of this book, so I have the QR code right there for those of you who want to scan it and go ahead over there to Amazon and order your copy of the book. If you have already pre-ordered, I would ask you to even go ahead and purchase some for another individual today. Let everybody sow something into this, to this day, this atmosphere, and this shift, okay? In some way. If you don't want a book, you want to go over to the coffee site and you just want to pour into this Love Walk vision, then by all means, we are grateful for that as well. All right. So I grew up and have lived my whole life under the Christian religion, and I've been in a lot of confused spaces when it comes to that. Not because I did not have any footing there, no foundation. I didn't learn anything. I hated. I'm not here to denounce the Christian faith. What I am here to say today is that we get a little from here and a little from there, and that's how it is in life, period, because we are all trying to find and navigate our way. So what I gained in that season of my life, what I gained being a little girl who was loved by her family and friends, but bullied by the people outside of home, I gained this balance of understanding that not everybody is the same. And sometimes when people are acting out to hurt you, it's because they're still hurt and they're still broken and they don't know how to be different yet. But when you think about this message of Christ Joshua, which I learned growing up under the Christian faith alone, okay? So I've always been attracted to the story, but there was something about the story that was incomplete for me, and I spent years trying to figure out what that was. I spent years trying to understand the things about me that I heard in church were an abomination or wrong or bad. And I'm like, well, we're teaching and preaching a God that is almighty, omnipresent, everything all at once. And we're preaching it, but we're standing off on the sidelines, still looking for something on the outside of us. Kingdom of God is within, and we still are trying to look on the outside of us for something. Now, is it on the outside of us too? Yes. But it's also within us, and it's also, so when I used to hear Christ Joshua was saying, I and the Father are one, or I wish that they and I were one as you and I were one. He would say, I say what the Father says and I do what the Father does. So when people would say that Jesus and God were the same, I didn't quite understand it the way they were teaching it to us. Because if you are telling me that you are the omnipresent big God in flesh, then how am I going to understand how I can obtain that in my flesh? If I don't associate with you as man to man or mankind to mankind. I needed to see Christ Joshua in a way that was real. I needed to see Christ Joshua because I didn't disbelieve the story. I don't know all the details of the story. I can't sit up here and tell y'all that I'm 100% certain that this is what the story was and that's how it happened. And anybody who says it, they're still just guessing. We're all guessing. We're all trying to figure it out, no matter how old you are. So I began to look back at his story and read it and still just ask, ask Holy Spirit, ask God to show me and to tell me what it is that I'm missing about this story. because I didn't want to denounce Jesus and be like, oh, I just give up the whole faith altogether because that just don't make sense. And I'm not here to be against the faith. I'm here to be for something. I'm not here to be against you. I'm here to be for those that I am created to impact in this life. So if what I'm talking about does not capture you, it doesn't interest you, you don't like it, it makes you feel like you are being a hypocrite. The truth be told, we spent our entire lives lying about what we really are and who we really are behind closed doors. When in actuality, according to Romans 14, we can do what we do behind our own closed doors according to our faith, be it unto us. Let every man be convinced within themselves. Let nobody make you feel no type of way about what you allow for your life. But I don't have to do it to cause you to stumble. So I'm not here to make people feel like they got to turn away from church and turn away from all the things they've ever learned. But what I am here to say is, do you even believe it? Do you even 100% believe everything that is being said? Most of the time we don't believe it all, but we feel like we must do a thing in order not to disrespect or disobey God. So here is the truth. The truth is that Christ Yahshua preached a message about love, unity, peace, and how to make it happen in this world. And so for anybody who says they are a Christ follower, and let this mind be in me, which was also in Christ Yahshua, and create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me, and with love and kindness have I drawn thee, and the strong must bear the infirmity of the weak, and all these things that we've learned, if we're that, if we are going to decide to be that, then that means it's going to be some tough moments and some tough things that you're going to have to do in order to show up and be the fullness of it. This is a maturation journey to being aware and understanding the fullness of who we are. God is not separate from anything. I am not excluded from the greater whole, and neither are you. Blessings, LaMonica. I'm not excluded. You're not excluded. And so everybody who wants to feel this strength about who I am, and you got this group of people over here talking about self-worth and being rebellious to the point that you give up on everything. No, you remember what you need from there. You take the meat, you leave the bones. That's all we've been doing in life anyway. So I'm grateful. For those of you who already ordered your copy of the book, go and get a Kindle right now and begin to read that dedication to my mother. She got her own chapter. I never did a dedication that long, but my mom got her own chapter. Because she gave me something that I would not have been able to get from another source, because it was her purpose to be my mother. Everybody has their special place. And so if for me to tell you that you should be somebody different would be me going against the very fact that God doesn't make mistakes. The very fact that God chose to wake up and express as me and express as you on this journey. Who am I to tell you what thus has said the Lord in your life? Who am I to tell the scientists not to search the globe and to study this great creation that is the great I am? Who am I to tell those who were raised and grew up in places where the land was all they had? Who am I to tell them that that is not relevant to them and they should cut it out, because I need to convert you to this one thought and this one belief? Listen, not everybody is allergic to everything. So for the ones who are allergic, and you know it causes your body to react in a certain type of way, then the Christ mind in you is going to say, hey, this is harming us. Do you want to continue with it? Everybody has a choice. And so for you to join me in this space, whenever you feel led to do so, see, when people come in and out, I may be a revolving door, or somebody call me a wait station. You may just be here for one season of your life so that you can heal that broken heart of yours. Stop looking at everybody else judgmental as if they are the only ones you're the only person who's ever been hurt or affected by life. We all have. And we all surrendered to something that could have been the death of us. But the grace is sufficient. And that's where love is so powerful. So if you hear me talk about God as love, That's my truth. My truth is that God is everything, but the one thing that I see that it says God is for sure is love. It encapsulates everything that we're talking about right now. I showed up as everything. The message of Christ Joshua was not for you to deny yourself, your natural self, but to deny the things that are having you to be bogged down and overly emotional till you start being the one that's inflicting the pain. Heal the brokenness. Lift up your paw and let us take the thorn out of your paw. Whatever it is, the scenario is that makes it in your mind. Salvation is personal. The soul salvation, soul reconciliation, awakening, whatever it is that we want to call it, whatever it is that makes sense to you, let it make sense to you, because that's the only way that faith is real. We all have a measure, which in actuality means that everybody believes in something, even if it's your fear and your anxiety that you believe in more than you believe that you can be free. We all have a measure of what's possible. And some people are at the lowest of the low where they feel like, you know what, no matter what I try, this thing is not possible. But when people don't feel safe enough to be able to say, hey, I don't feel right. That's when people then decide that I need to be able to lie and manipulate and steal my way through life because they don't feel comfortable enough to come to somebody and say, hey, I have a need. Let the strong bear the infirmity of the weak, whatever that may be. I'm here to be whatever it is that God wants to be through me. You are here to be whatever it is and whoever it is God wants to be through you. He just wants to come into the fullness of this thing. Don't you realize that everything is about seed time and harvest? We are seeds planted in this earth, meant to grow and to expand as who you are. Now, when you choose to walk after the spirit, however, instead of after your flesh or your brokenness or your victimhood, when you choose to walk in something different, then you choose to show up in your power, in your strength. Then your gift makes room for you. And then it'll bring you before great men, or your gift makes room for you and you just show up in the greatest space of your life and you show up happy simply because. I was talking to some, just talking, and here's what I realized. Aisha, here's what I realized. Depression, pain, sadness, overwhelm, all of those things begin to set in, and it comes in the form of sickness and disease and mental overwhelm. Yes, mental health is real. Issues are real. You can call them gifts. You can call them issues. You can call them whatever you choose to call them. They are real, but they have purpose. It makes us unique creatures. But if the thing that has you bogged down and you can't be your natural self in it, it's going to cause pain in your life to arise so strongly. And then you begin to lash out at everything and everybody around you because you can't show up in your authentic truth. We have caused more pain than harm trying to control everybody else's narrative. So if what I'm doing is something that you want to get behind and you love being here and you love hearing me talk, whether I'm talking for if I'm talking for 2 hours and you can only take 10 minutes. Maybe in them 10 minutes, you're going to get the seed that you need to show up and be the best you that you can be in this world. That's what love is. Love is accepting of your weakness, and it is celebratory of your strengths. And if we can figure out how to do that with each other, for each other, then maybe, just maybe, the Great Commission that we've been given can be actualized. Maybe, just maybe, instead of us complaining about the wars and rumors of wars, we can be the answer to the ending of it all. Everybody's waiting for the new heaven and the new earth, and God is waiting up for us to wake up and understand that we are the new heaven and the new earth, and we need to come into fruition. The message of Christ Joshua, the message of Gandhi, the message of Mother Teresa, the message of those who have come to set a new example. Now, some of that love may for some people feel harsh, it may feel wrong, it may feel bad, but God is going to give you exactly what you need in any given moment to help you to become the strongest you that you can be. So I said a lot, but I said that to say this. If you're going to purchase this book, if you are going to invite me to your podcast or your TV show and we're going to dialogue about this stuff and we're going to sit for interviews, if we're going to go live and you're going to listen, then what you are getting is 100% how I feel and what I believe about this life. And if I am not honest about it, then who's supposed to be? If I can't embrace you and love you because you're a different culture, or you're a different status, or you're a different orientation, or you're different, then that means that I get to tell somebody else the same thing that some people have told me. That ain't God. So if it ain't God, then what is it? And I'm talking to those of y'all who've been religious your whole life. If God is not everything, then what is? Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not God. Learn your son. We perish for a lack of knowledge. So here's the dynamic. We got to love people enough to let them go if they need to go, because it is force and bondage otherwise. Yes, they may fall into a ditch. Yes, they may have to learn something the hard way, but didn't we all have to learn something the hard way? And didn't we all want to be understood as we were going through our journey to decide? And shouldn't we all be permitted to decide? Because when I get out there with the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, I'm going to need to know how to handle the lions and the tigers and the bears, oh my. So what you got is what you needed for your journey. So now forgive everybody right now, and let's start with a clean slate. Because the truth is you're killing yourself. So everybody may not like what I have to say. But if you trust me as your prophet for the things we celebrating, and you trust me as the person who just gonna say what need to be said, and if you in it and if you catch something, then great. If you know somebody who may be going through something, not because you're trying to throw daggers at them and get them to understand that, see, I told you it was your fault. No, do it in love. I realize that this is something you may be going through, so I want to offer this to you, because that's how you will want somebody to handle you. So we here for it. Today, I just want, and we ain't gonna walk long, but y'all got to get up in your own space. We're gonna probably do a little bit of affirming while we walking. But I want you to get ready to take a deep breath before we even stand up to stretch or do whatever you need to do to walk in place for a little while. This is symbolic of a few things. Stepping onto your path. Looking down that path and realizing that there are places where there's sunshine happening, places where there's rain happening, places where there is darkness and thunder, places where there are hurdles, and places where it feels like the smoothest walk that you've ever had in your life. All of them are going to be on that journey. All of them are going to be on that path to you finding out who you really are and what God really intended for your life. When you stand at the beginning of that path and you say, I'm willing to take it no matter what comes, then you're in faith. But if you cannot be in faith taking those steps, maybe that's when somebody's supposed to come alongside you and have your hand for just a little while and tell you, hey, guess what? I know this is tough. It looks scary, but I was trained to handle snakes. So let me walk with you in this path right here. Wouldn't it make sense for them to walk with you where the snakes are? Wouldn't it? So you ain't got to disrespect them, honor them in that space. But when it's time, hey, snake charmer, when it's time for them to be passed off to the next individual that needs to teach them how to handle something different, love them enough to let them go and find out and figure it out for themselves. They might see you on the path somewhere again and be able to wave at you, throw you a couple of dollars and give you honor for what you showed them. But there was a time when you didn't want to listen either, so we got to give grace. The strong bear the infirmity of the weak. Sometimes at the beginning, it may seem like the longest walk that you've ever had. But you don't know how uncomfortable it is for them to walk it out in their shoes. So maybe they just need to lean on you for just a little while on this particular stone or whatever. Maybe they can't swim, so they need you. I think Cat Williams, they did an interview back when Larry King was alive, and he did an interview with Cat Williams, and he asked them these questions, and he said, if you were stuck on a deserted island, what would you want to take with you? He said, a good swimmer. In other words, I need somebody that's going to be strong enough to help me to get out of this place of isolation sometimes. This is how God shows up in the earth. Christ Joshua, for those of you who have been religious your whole life, go back and read about the man. Go back and read how he went from level to level. Go back and read. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going through something in my life right now where these stories mean so much, and other stories and other sacred texts mean so much. But he was 12 years old when he said, I got to be about my father's business. He told his parents, did you not know that I got to be about my father's business? And this season, I'm asking myself or remembering the same thing. When I was a certain age, didn't I want somebody to understand me enough to groom me in the way I should go, as opposed to what everybody felt like I needed to have? Oh man, but what if I needed them to do that at that time? So that when I finally realized myself, it would be a me decision. You can complain about life all you want to, all right? But we're going to do this love walk thing. We're going to breathe this thing out. And you're going to either be here for the conversation, or you're going to say, you know what, I love her and I can love her from a distance, and I'm going to be all right with that. But don't hurt me. All right? So we about to stand up, y'all, and we about to do a little walking. So here's the symbolization. Number one, good health. I have been diagnosed with a few things in my life. And when those things are on set, I feel miserable. There has to be somebody in their strength, and has been plenty of people in their strength who has taught me things over the years that I know to do. Spirit is willing, but the flesh is absolutely weak, because them sweets is everything. You understand? That meat is everything. I want a nice little hog out the ground in somebody country town right now to pluck off the pieces and let it melt in my mouth. I do. However, it does not agree with me the way it may agree with somebody else, and I'm okay with that. So this is one of those moments of salvation or liberation. Do you want to continue to suffer with these body pains when there's someone who can tell you how not to have them? And if it don't work, you're probably gonna try something else, right? Me understanding my mental health, me understanding my personality, me understanding I gotta study myself. So it's gonna be people mad when I start talking about me studying my natal chart, or me learning about my personality, my different quirks. Y'all ain't mad when I say, when y'all want me to take that Brian's what it is, Myers-Briggs test. They ain't got no problem with it. No problem with you taking the personality test, so you can know how to work in their environment, help them make some good money. Which ain't, ain't no problem. Go ahead, let them take the test, but don't disrupt somebody else that's trying to learn them. Not to glorify self, but to see how they fit and where they fit in the greater dynamics of things, so that they can walk in the fullness of what their calling is. Nevertheless, I'm gonna take what I can, and the stuff that I just can't do, or I just don't want to do because I can't do it by faith right now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be honest about those things too. So right now, we're gonna love walk. We're gonna do it physically. We're gonna do it solistically, which means that you got to yield to this path of healing that you got to go through. The soul is the unique presence and expression of the great I am in the earth. And when we do our work and we make these choices for the best of us, we are following the example of the great I am through Christ Joshua and other vessels that have been sent. All right, I'm gonna try to make this as simple as possible, because this should not be a place of venom and low self-esteem. It's the reason why people left. So let's deconstruct so we can reconstruct. All right, and let's do it in love. So spiritually, our essence is love. So all we're really doing is trying to walk this path back down to our home, to our destination, a full realization that God is so dope that he became manifest as all things, in order to understand all things, in order to serve all things. So love walks among us, as us, for us. So if you with it, I'm for you. All right. So we're gonna stand up. I'm gonna take the deep breaths while we're standing today. See how we can get this so I don't seem too far away. Make sure y'all can see me, so y'all don't think I'm cheating. I'm not gonna be able to see too many of the comments. I might see a little few so y'all just gonna have to trust that my legs is moving with my New Balances on. Oh, y'all don't tell nobody. That girl can get that leg out, they still don't play with it. Oh, never mind. This ain't the congregation for that praise. All right, y'all. So, yes. So that's why we finding out who we supposed to be in the grand scheme of things, right? So you can serve your purpose, and whoever it is that you're supposed to meet their need and minister to them in this life, you can do so confidently. And so we're gonna just kind of walk in place a little bit, but let's do this deep breath taking first. All right. The only thing you're gonna do, we're gonna take 3 deep breaths. The first 2 deep breaths, we're gonna just take it in. It's like these cleansing ones. All right. You're breathing in love. You're breathing in light. You're breathing in whatever it is that you need to make it through this moment, y'all. Moment to moment. Because moments make days, and days make lifetimes. All right. So we're just gonna take it little by little. Let me go ahead and do this before we breathe. This bracelet right here and this bracelet right here says the Clever Conversations podcast. That would be the podcast of my big cousin, Mr. Ricky Willis, or Mr. Do Yourself a Favor, from the Mike Hospital commercials. He was so gracious to be one of our sponsors, and I am beyond humbled because, yeah, those who know me know why. All right, beyond humble. So thank you so much, Ricky. Thank you, Clever, for believing in me, not just as a individual to be on your podcast, but as your family. I watched this man interview his family members. We coming from different places and states and all of that stuff, so he can make sure that we know that he's for us. And so thank you. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to top supporters. Thank you for other supports. All of y'all special to me. All right. Whatever level you can get in on that level so we can make this thing work and do what it do. All right. All right, so when we take these first two deep breaths in, remember that you are breathing in love and you are breathing in light and you are breathing in your shalom, honey. You are declaring that I refuse to let this situation overtake me. Yes, all things are permissible. You can do whatever you want. That's the only way that free will and faith works. But is it beneficial for me to do that? All right? Is it beneficial for me to do that? That's what you're asking yourself. So if there's anything that's not being beneficial to you right now, right, it's permissible, but you don't want to let it overtake you, okay? You want to give that up when you take these deep breaths in. Remember that it is love. Love accepts you. Love allows you to make the decision, but love does want you to have the best outcome possible, right? For I know the thoughts I think towards you. All right, y'all, come on, let's get in still position. I'm breathing in what I need in this moment. Where love is, I can get my needs met. But guess what? It's not about love thinking I have a need. It's about me coming into the realization that I really don't have a need because love is all sufficient. God is all sufficiency. But whatever I need in this moment, whatever I need in this time in my life, whatever I need, it's only a need in my brain. So right now, we're just going to know that it is. You're just gonna know. So you have to put a smile on your face. When you take this deep breath in, know that you're being cleansed of whatever is causing you harm. It already is so. So I want you to go ahead and put your hands on your belly. I ain't gonna get into chakra spaces right now, but I kind of know a little bit, just a tad bit. So wherever you instinctively put your hand, let it be so on your body. You may feel like I need my mind to be clear, so you're gonna put your hand here. Feel like you having some anxiety, you might put your hand here. Maybe you feel blocked here and you feel like you just don't have a voice, nobody listens, nobody can hear you, and you want to be heard, but you want to be heard authentically, and you want to do it with grace, and you don't want to deceive people, but you just want somebody to say, hey, I see you. But you're still gonna have to choose and start being honest with folks so that you don't lose your merit with them. That's why you got to know what your capacity is and what it's not. I think I'm flowing prophetically at this moment. There's somebody listening to me, and you just need to know what your capacity is and what it is not. I had to learn that. And just because I want to help people, the best way for me to help people is for me to do it as me. So I'm not stressed about it, so that they get the best. Accept yourself today. That's the first step to this. When we start walking in a few minutes, just trust that you're walking into a new space, a new season of your life, and you're ready for this journey, this process. All right, so instinctively put your hand wherever. If your heart is blocked up, if you're holding grudges, you still want to get your get back, still want to be petty as ever, that's a heart blockage. We're going to have to get that out. But why? Why is that heart blockage there? Is it because something happened at some other time in your life? Maybe you want to put your hands down towards the bottom where your pelvis and stuff is. Maybe there's some root causes, some things that you still haven't dug up yet, and you need God to break it up today. You need love to be present for it. You need the right people to come into your life that can help you to break free of that thing. I can't tell you what to do for your life, but somebody else may be able to. Maybe I'm just here to give the instructions and you're here to follow them so that you can be led into a place of liberty. But those roots got to come up. Unless they're good seeds and they're springing up some good things in your life, you get to choose what's going to be planted in your garden from this day forward. You ain't got to hate the people who did it. They was doing the best they could with what they had. So let it go. Forgive. Forgive. Maybe you're going to put it up a little bit more underneath your belly button, and you're going to start to deal with the fact that, hey, I don't feel worthy of romantic love. I don't feel worthy to have a passion at all. Somebody told me that passion was wrong, pleasure was wrong. They never taught you how to balance your life. So you feel like the thing that you're passionate about, that somebody's going to hate you for it, so you don't even want to do that. Maybe that's where your hand needs to be, or maybe it needs to be over the belly button. Where your creativity in your life, it just all needs to come alive. This whole belly area for me has always been the place where I used to put my hand, like when I was in church services, my mama would say it. Every time Londa start feeling happy, because that's what they call it. Every time she start feeling happy, her stomach start hurting, or something start happening with her belly. Until you start learning why, you don't know why. So whatever that thing is that you go to instinctively, put your hand there. I rock a lot, so y'all get used to it. Right now, I'm gonna pause so we can take a deep breath in. And when you do, you're breathing in love, you're breathing in light, you're breathing in purpose. You're breathing in the fact that you are not a mistake, and that it's time for you to come into the fullness of who you are. Things are gonna waken up in you that have never been even thought about. But then you're gonna start finding your passion. When you start healing yourself, you're gonna start finding the self that God intended for you to be all along. You lost it when you were a kid. You're gonna get it back today. So the first 2 breaths, take them deep breaths in on your own accord, and you let them out immediately. On that 3rd breath, we're going to take it in. We're going to hold it at the apex. And when we hold it, what we're saying is, oh my God, I know, I don't want to ever feel like I don't have no breath. It sucks not to be able to breathe. And so that's that one moment when you are reminded that the great I am has shown up as breath in your body. And so when you hold it, you're in gratitude. Just be in gratitude while you're holding your breath. And when you can't no more, go ahead and breathe it out slowly and surely. And then make your own declaration. What is it that you're receiving today? Is it peace? Is it joy overflowing? Is it understanding? Is it acceptance? Do you need to heal that child that feels abandoned or rejected? Whatever it is you're receiving today, when you breathe it all the way out, just say, God, I thank you that I am, and name that thing. Don't name what you don't want to be. God, I thank you that I am free from anxiety. No, we're not talking about anxiety. They're not invited to the party. Not today. All right, let's take that first deep breath in. Apostle Marilyn taught us at the retreat last 1 year ago, a few years ago. You got to breathe, you got to push it all the way out. And I want you to see it as that. When you breathe it all the way out, what you're saying is, I don't want that no more. It don't belong to me. But there may be another mother as I birthed it out that may want to raise that. I don't want to raise anxiety, fear, and depression. All right, let's take that next deep breath in, wherever your hand should be. Go ahead and thank it for what it served in your life for a time. Maybe you needed that anxiety for a season so you would run away from troubles instead of getting yourself into something that could have got you hurt. Thank you for whatever purpose it served in your life, but it is no longer what you need in this season because it's time for you to walk into your next place. All right. So that's the other symbolization. We're walking into the next place when we start. All right, we're finna take this last deep breath in. And you may want to dance after you let this one out, but whatever you want to do it. Shake your body loose, stretch, do whatever you want to do while you are affirming over yourself, whatever that declaration is. And then we are just going to walk for a few minutes in place while I chat with you. All right. Let's go ahead and take that third deep breath in. Remember, you're holding it. I am free. What you be? Y'all can put it in the chat if y'all want to before we get this walk started. So what else you need to do? You need to stretch your legs a little bit. Listen, y'all, the cartilage in these knees, they retired a long time ago. All right. So I'm standing on some, I don't know. Hey, it's my new balance for thinking. It's my new balance to life. It's my new balance to understanding love. Or should I say, God? All right, y'all, let's do it. We're just gonna walk it out and we're gonna declare some things. We walking in place, you walk at your own pace. You walk at your own pace. What is it that you're walking out in this moment? What are you walking out in this moment? Yeah, my sister, I have two sisters that are the same age, born a few months apart. So when I say Sister Earth, you're gonna know I'm talking about my sister Angela or Coco. if I talk about my sister Mom, which would be my sister Evelyn, that's who I was raised with on my mom's side of the family. So she's been that for me. Lived with her and all at some point in life. So Sister Mom Evelyn, she is a professional student, has been a professional student, honey. She went for it. She made it through so many different levels until she got her RN as a nurse. Those of you who do nursing programs or any type of medical thing, you know it's rigorous to be able to deal. But I want to recognize Evelyn today and tell her that I appreciate her for being the subtle voice when I was growing up, when I felt misunderstood, and she tried to get Mom to understand me. It's not that my mom didn't love me, because she did. We learned love from Angie. But she didn't understand certain things because it wasn't for her to understand. It was for her to teach me what she did, which is how to love and embrace people in the toughest times in their life. They got no place to go. And then, of course, over time, you get a little bit weary. So that's why the scripture says, be not weary in your well-doing, right? Because you're going to surely reap if you faint not. I've had so many people tell me that I should be a different person, do it a different way. They don't mean no harm. They just get tired of seeing me getting taken advantage of, right? But ultimately, if I don't walk it out this way, then I don't get to be what God has intended for me to be to those who don't have, right? So she gave voice for me at a certain time. Seasons changed. I got older, started feeling rejected, so much so by the people around me, the people at school, the people at church, right? And my father, whose gifts, spiritual gifts, like the prophetic and seeing in the spirit realm, all that, I didn't grow up with him, so I didn't have people around that I could talk about the level of things that was happening with me in the spirit realm, seeing spirits, feeling people, being an empath, all these different words that people have deemed wicked and evil. But it was happening. It was happening with me, you know? And so what am I doing? Denying it? Or am I wicked? Am I a demon? Well, my heart says I want to embrace people. So, you know, so in a time where I didn't really have a voice to fully be understood, she tried to give me that voice and be present for us. So thank you, Evelyn, for what you've given me. Thank you for your love. My mom got her dedication in the book. Everybody who's allowed me space to be me at a time when I didn't even understand. All right, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Hi, True Calling. Hi, many blessings. Thank you for joining us on our love walk. We're having a love walkabration. Today's my birthday, my birth anniversary, my birthiversary, and we walking. I walk as love for love. That means that I'm showing up as God intended for those who He loves, which is all of us. Which is all of us. So, oh, it's another part of that. The book has been released. So it's in Kindle version, it's in paperback, and it's in hard copy. Now, what I'm gonna say to you is, if you get this book, don't buy this book to judge you, girl. Just read it. Get the lesson out of it that you're gonna get out of it. And hey, eat the meat, leave the bones. Hey, eat the meat, leave the bones. Hey, Nessa, eat the meat, leave the bones. All right, y'all can start walking if y'all want. All right, oh, y'all can keep walking. Go ahead and move it out. Stretch it. So thank you so much. If you want to purchase it, you can either scan that QR code, or let's go ahead and put the link up again. Or you can go directly to the link. Over there on Amazon.com. And you can purchase your copy of the book. If you have already pre-ordered, I'm going to be placing those orders. And if you, if you want an autographed copy of the book, you can still go over to bit.ly bit.ly / love as the master healer. All lowercase letters. You can still order a autograph copy. All you gotta do is order now. That means when I place the order, I'm gonna place it for everybody who did their pre-orders already. And so if you go there now and you want an autograph copy, you can do that at that link. And yours will go in the mail with everybody else's. If you just want to go over to Amazon because you got your 2-day shipping, boo, by all means, and maybe we'll meet in living color and I can sign up for you at that time. So that's the other thing, y'all. So we are being commissioned, you know. When I first wrote What If God Is All of Us, considering the Love Walk approach to social justice and global healing, when we first wrote that book where the Love Walk approach was presented, it was already stated by the prophets in my circles, my spiritual daughters and all of that, that it was a movement. And it is. It's a movement that comes in every generation, though. There's always some that are going to rise up to try to help people to understand this path to peace. And I just so happen to be one of those people in this season, one who chose to be a disciple of love, as opposed to getting mad at people because they don't believe the same thing I believe in religious acts. Am I still a religious person in my own ways? Yes, I believe everybody is. And do I still consider myself a Christian? I believe I'm more Christian now than I've ever been, if Christianity is being Christ followers, Christ mind followers. All right? So you can come for me if you want to. Don't think you should, because whatever you sow, you're gonna reap. But you don't really want to reap something for minding somebody else's business. So do like my girl Tab say, and yeah, let me have this, because that's my business, right? I love y'all so much. just because I can. So over there, you can even go to Linktree, linktree.com/inspirational treasure. You can go to there because it has all of the stuff listed, whatever you may need. Because whatever treasure you're looking for, we all him. The doctor, the apostle, prophet, teacher, or the one with them all them talents that's been feeling like all her life that they were wrong, they were a problem. We're here for it. So however we can serve you, if we're able to do so, we will. I will not lie to you and tell you I have the capacity to do something that I do not. I am not rejecting the parts of me that are just naturally me, which would be the things that we're diagnosed with that people may say, oh, that's crazy, you like this. No, let's use love to temper ourselves. So I'm a rabbit hole type of person. I'm always in my head, blessings upon blessings. I'm in my head a lot, so I can go down a rabbit hole and stay there all day. If you know me. So if you catch me in the middle of a moment and you need me to do some spiritual guidance for you and we're talking and we're just having a spiritual conversation, or you need some help coaching, then honor me enough to honor my time. Go ahead and book you a session. Let's get it in. If you just want to give and pour, say we just having a conversation and you feel like something that I said resonates with you, just go over there to the coffee site and help us build up this budget. And we need a big budget because we're trying to get into a big building and welcome a whole big old huge amount of people so I can hug as many of them as possible and we can be in the same building and just let the Holy Spirit flow, however that may look. All right. So be a blessing to me because I love being a blessing to you all. And I don't want to have to ever change that to go do something that does not fit my narrative, try to do something that doesn't fit me. So honor me in my space. Hey, if there's something I'm giving you is valuable, that's all. And today I'm asking you to go ahead and order that book. It was a birthing. You hear me? It was a birthing. Whew. Trying to write a book in a season where you're going through the deepest, darkest night of your soul you can. It's something. But when it is fully birthed, it makes room. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Come up tight. You should come give me a hug so it can be symbolic today. Oh, wait, Nadia. She left to go get me. Right. Oh, it's okay. I'm so very proud of you. And I know you find all the balance that you need in this life to continue to be the fullness of who you're supposed to be in this earth. I know it's uncomfortable to hear me say certain things because you're like, T-Mom, what that mean? It sounds like you say you break it up with me, girl. That's what it sounds like you saying. You're not doing that. You are one of my permanents. But you go to different seasons in your life where you're going to need me in different capacities. And if anybody understands what it means to have the inspirational treasure, y'all do. Because we just trying to fit in what, get in where we fit in. I'm honored to be that for you. And if you ever feel like something is shifting to a place where you don't understand it, say something and let's figure it out. If you ever feel like I gotta stuff myself back because it seems like people still feeling this type of way and that type of way about me, don't. Just find the balance between showing up as your authentic self and making sure you don't lose them in the process. That's our narrative. We grow. I don't want to drop nobody off. But what did he tell me? You try to take them to an atmospheric pressure where they can't breathe, they die. And for me to think about that, don't mess me up. So I prefer to let it. You got me? If you in it, you in it. You know where you fit. But keep soaring. Congratulations on the show. Congratulations on the new anthology coming out. Congratulations, Doctor.
Thank you for all you do.
Oh.
Not just for me, but for the nations. You're amazing. I left you a nice little message in the group. But yeah, it is definitely a privilege to be up under you, and you allow me to walk beside you. And I thank you.
Maybe when I get on your nerves, you get on my nerves. You get on my nerves. I wish I had Cam Hart right here with me right now so he can do it. Oh, and say she ain't got no nipple. Oh, Nadia, thank you for the hug. Yeah, y'all throw me some hugs in this chat. I get to do her. She's good. She's like, oh. Oh. You are kidding me. Oh, y'all. See, y'all so dope in real life. Look at this. Love, walk, use your vowels. Oh my God, y'all, this is so dope. Oh, thank y'all. Team Treasure is teaminspirationaltreasuresbomb.com. All right, everybody having their life and they going through and they building and they growing and all that good, wonderful stuff. I love them. And some of them will shift in this season to do other things and won't be able to devote as much time. But can I tell you, I believe that when you show love and kindness to people who really appreciate it, at the time I need them to show up, they just might show up. Oh, no. It was symbolic, the love. Oh, Lord, it's cool, y'all. I love y'all so much. It go on my shirt. Ooh, come show your shirt because it's kind of poppy. Come on over here and show it. Oh, wait, Nadia, wait, I wish you could show your shirt. Oh, yeah. It say the same thing. What
say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But she had to be flashy because that's what she do.
Cause Nadia,
I love it though.
Nadia and them didn't want to make me. I'm telling Nadia.
But thank y'all. Listen, let's go ahead and get this. This is what we're trying to do for the rest of this night. So this is what I want y'all to do. The ebooks are just $7.11. 7-Eleven, hello. You might be able to squeeze 3 of them in there. You might be able to squeeze 10 of them in there. You might be able to squeeze 100 of them in there, and you just want to pass them out to all the little wonderful people in your life as a gift. Or you can purchase as many books as you want to. We are trying to go ahead and make that Amazon ranking, yes, so we can. Not for clout, but for me, when it says Amazon bestseller, what it's saying is people thought enough of you to read what you've written, and people are showing up because there's something in there that they're going to need in order to get to the next place in their life. And so the more people that have that in their hand, that means that that's the more people who are going to experience love, understand how to get themselves out of certain places. And so it does wonders for you to be a blessing with something that's going to be a blessing to you. Yeah, amen. It's kind of like when you go to your favorite restaurant and it's something good. Yeah, some sweet potatoes would be really, really good right now. Some candy yams, a crab, or something. A watermelon, or something. All right, y'all, real talk. We out this piece. Thank y'all for spending this hour and 4 minutes with your girl. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, all those things. Follow on all these different platforms. So when you hear the inspiration come, you just know to go ahead and repost and share. All right? Many, many blessings. Love you, Destiny. Love you, Jayana. Ha, 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 ha. I did forget. All right? Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Kaylin, wherever you are in the world, thank you. For everybody who's ever come through and worked with me on my team, matured or not matured, seem like we over and all that, whatever it is, we still good, all right? Thank you for what you've done for me. Thank you for the part that you played in my world. I am excited. I am grateful. Thank you. Many blessings.